In its interim report, the Independent Lewiston Commission singles out Sergeant Aaron Skolfield, the deputy in charge of contacting the gunman, Robert Card, after Army officials requested a welfare check following a text message from Card's friend who was worried that Card could, quote, snap and do a mass shooting.
He did say, that he would shoot places, but never specifically mentioned here, never specifically mentioned any specific, according to this one source, which is not the most credible of our sources.
The interim report claims Skolfield made only limited attempts to contact Card and says Skolfield had probable cause to initiate the yellow flag process, which could have allowed police to seize his weapons. The report highlights this conversation between Skolfield and a dispatcher after the request for a wellness check came in from Army officials.
Hey, so, it's not as pressing as it made out to sound. I'm going to be going to do a welfare check on Robert Card, C-A-R-D.
Okay.
And he's flagged in-house. Known to be armed and dangerous, blah, blah, blah.
Skofield's response claims that Army reservists downplayed the urgency of the situation and, quote, convinced Sergeant Skolfield that the welfare check on Card was not needed and he could let him be, something he told us in an interview in April.
I was prepared to spend all day there if need be, but after my conversations with them, I was convinced that the welfare check was not needed at that point.
Army officials disputed claims that they downplayed the situation when they testified to the commission back in April.
So you don't think you were minimizing the threat when you were talking to the Saco PD?
No, I don't think I was minimizing it.
The interim report also criticized Skolfield for putting the responsibility of removing Card's weapons onto his family, calling that, quote, an abdication of law enforcement responsibility. In his response, Skolfield calls that measure, quote, an above and beyond approach, writing, it is common practice for law enforcement, along with medical practitioners, to utilize family members as resources to keep individuals with mental health issues safe within a family unit. The Commission's failure to understand that this is common practice is concerning.